Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. I was on my way back from the supermarket and waiting for a bus at Unionport Road when I saw a poster for Ice Spice's new single, Gimme a Light. And as I saw this image of Ice Spice on this poster, it made me shake my head because this image basically showed Ice Spice, the rapper, sitting on a bed in some skimpy designer clothes and wearing designer jewelry and designer sunglasses and sitting there lighting up a joint, basically breathing brand new life into old racist stereotypes regarding black women. However, the narrative behind this image is far more insidious because what white supremacy is doing with this image of Gimme a Light is not only promoting a negative stereotype about black women being this sort of hood rep who is being presented as a sexually promiscuous as she's smoking up a joint and breathing brand new life into the old stereotype of the Jezebel. But what they're doing here is they're using a non-black person to go out here and be the face of anti-black racism. Now, this whole image of Ice Spice goes back to what Samuel L. Jackson got upset about many years ago regarding foreign-born blacks taking on roles, and what white supremacy wants to do with foreign-born blacks like Ice Spice is go out here and use them to be the avatars and present their narratives of anti-black racism. Because while many people would look at Ice Spice and think that she is a biracial, foundational black American, that's not true at all. No, when it comes to Ice Spice is not black at all. No, Ice Spice is half African and half Dominican and has no real connection to foundational black Americans at all. However, those in Hollywood use her adjacentness to foundational black Americans to be able to use her to promote their anti-black narratives, and what they want to do is go out here and take the image of Ice Spice and use it to go out and promote their old racist stereotypes regarding the black Jezebel, because that's what they're presenting here in this image of Ice Spice. What they're presenting here in this image of Ice Spice is a repackaging of the black Jezebel, presenting her as this, again, image of her appearing implied to be sexually promiscuous, sitting on this bed in these skimpy designer clothes and these sunglasses, waiting to go out here and get this light to smoke up before possibly getting involved with one of these dudes as she drops the skid marked Victoria's Secret or Fredericks of Hollywood thong and allows that man to get into the atomic waste reactor with his carbon rod to participate in some nuclear fusion where his penis will wind up glowing in the dark. That's basically the story that's presented here as related to Gimme a Light, and I wish that Hollywood and Madison Avenue would give me a break with these negative images that are meant to represent foundational black American women. And the reason why they go out here and recruit women like Ice Spice is because they know that if you went out here and asked a foundational black American woman to pose provocatively like this and promote these anti-black messages of promoting sexual promiscuity regarding the black female image and promoting drug use and criminal behavior regarding the black female image, many of those foundational black American models would push back on those producers of this content, and they would push back on that content because they would say that this whole proposal for that model shoot would be stereotypical and degrading to black women. That's what those foundational black American women would say. And when these producers know that they don't want to deal with self-aware black women who will call out this kind of racism, so what they do is go find themselves a foreign-born individual or the foreign-born descendant individual who's born in America, like an Ice Spice, who doesn't understand the subtle politics transpiring around her, and what they do is recruit that individual to go pose in their pictures and promote their anti-black narratives, because these individuals do not understand the subtle politics transpiring around them. And because they don't understand the subtle politics transpiring around the stereotypes that they want to promote, these individuals sit there like an Ice Spice, putting on the designer sunglasses, the bling, the designer clothes, and sit there and light up a joint. They'll sit there and promote that image because they're thinking, oh, this is what hip-hop is supposed to be all about, but this is not the hip-hop that foundational black Americans created. No, this is the hip-hop that was hijacked back in 1989 when white individuals decided to promote their narratives with the start of NWA's Straight Outta Compton. And with Straight Outta Compton, rap and hip-hop's message was taken straight away from the foundational black American men who went out here and created rhythm and poetry that was designed to uplift and empower black people. But when it came to white supremacy, they wanted to create their narratives for rap music. And as they created their narratives for rap music, starting with Straight Outta Compton and the gangsta rap era, which has now turned into the trap house era, what we're getting are all of the old racist stereotypes repackaged in brand new boxes. With many of these trap house and gangsta rappers, we got a repackaging of the brute and the minstrel, basically showing us black men the way white racists want us to see them. And I won't say white people because there are white people who enjoy rap music and want to see the positive messages of old school rap that was presented by many great rappers like Rakim and Kid and Play and Big Daddy Kane and many others. But what these people want, who are racist in the music industry, is to degrade the image of black people, because when it comes to media, they have the money and they want to control the narrative. And part of controlling the narrative is making sure that this music is mind control that has black people not focused on uplifting and empowering themselves like we did before Straight Outta Compton came out and we started to see diversity in rap music. No, what they want is a singular message with this rap music that is designed to target both foundational black American men and foundational black American women with anti-black racism in between the lines and promoting self-destructive messages, because what's presented here with Ice Spice is the glamorization and romanticization of going out to smoke weed. And this whole glamorization and romanticization of smoking weed is meant to get people to go out here and put this substance in their body and believe it is something that is not only socially acceptable, but will allow them to elevate their social status. Because if Ice Spice is out here asking for a light to go smoke up a joint, this means that it's cool. And if it's placed on a billboard and basically romanticized, it's promoted as, again, something that's socially acceptable to foundational black Americans. And sadly, many foundational black American young people won't have the critical thinking to see what's being presented in this image as related to story, and how that story is basically degrading to foundational black Americans. What's being done here with Gimme a Light basically is about trying to burn the black community. And again, burn the black community by going and getting a non-black person to promote an anti-black agenda in a single image, and use that single image to basically promote self-destructive behavior, because smoking up basically leads to folks basically losing their minds. And I see it here every day in New York City. I mean, a reason why we have so many of these incidents on the subways and in the streets, like the guys randomly punching people, or the guys, again, trying to set people on fire or trying to start fights, is because these people go out and get a light like Ice Spice tells them to, And as they get that light and smoke up that weed, what happens is their brain chemistry changes. And as their brain chemistry changes, what happens to these people is that they lose a cognitive ability to critically think. They wind up losing control over their impulses, and this is what leads to them participating in the impulsive and violent behavior that has caused havoc here in New York City and across the country. And sadly, that is romanticized by songs like the one Ice Spice is promoting, Gimme a Light. But the whole thing is, I say to Hollywood and the producers of this music, gimme a break, because this type of image basically is one designed to promote the worst image of black women and designed to get guys upset about black women, because some people thought I would sit here and make a rant talking about how bad this makes black women look, but this is not a black woman, but this is designed to be promoted towards black women to make black women believe that this is the norm for sisters, but this isn't a sister, and she's not, again, representing you. Again, what she's representing is white supremacy's idea about black women, and again, all part of the spellbound mindset, again, wanting you to fit into a box that is acceptable to white people. I talk about this in depth in my novel, Spellbound. They want you to fit yourself into a box that is acceptable to white people, and that's what this image is all about. They get this non-black person who is related to black people to present an image of black, and then black people follow it like a Pied Piper, and as they follow it like a Pied Piper, they wind up following themselves into a gutter, living in a ghetto based on media programming, not based on poverty, but media programming, because what white supremacy wants to do is keep your mind in a ghetto, and they do it by promoting media and images like this. What they do is promote, again, these images to be ideals, but these ideals are not about black empowerment. No, they're all about promoting white supremacy, and that's basically what this Gimme a Light song is looking like to me, promoting anti-black racism in a sugar and candy-coated package where people can't see the poison that's being fed to their minds, because that's what's being fed to your mind with this kind of image. What's being fed to your mind with this kind of image is the image of a black woman, again, being promoted as sexually promiscuous, being promoted as a gold digger, wearing designer clothes, and basically having no regard for anything because all she's living for is smoking up, and promoting the worst ideas and ideals about black women. And they know they can't get no sister to go out here and represent this, so they go get a black adjacent person, promote them as black, and then tell you this is an FBA black person, and this is where we have to start pushing back and saying, no, this is not us. No, this does not represent us. This is not who we are. This whole image of black women is not us. And again, sisters gotta go out here and start standing up, because this image is designed to put you down, and it's designed to put you down and make you look like a clown. That's what this image is all about. And sisters really need to understand, Gimme a Light is all about presenting a dark image of black women, a dark image that makes white supremacists feel comfortable in their smooth world, and not an image that elevates our sisters to be as beautiful as they truly are. No, this is not about elevating our sisters and showing how beautiful they can be. It's all about promoting the whole image that white supremacy wants you to see of black women, and not seeing who our sisters truly are. Now, if you want to see some books that feature positive images of black women, you can pick up books on my SJS Direct imprint, and in the books of the ISIS series, the Esteem series, the Spinsterella trilogy, my black sorority novel, The Thetas, my black vampire novel, Eternal Night, and my black business novel, A Recipe for Success, I show you positive images of black women, and show you an image of black women that shows you an ideal that you can aspire to be like. And in my novel Spellbound, I talk about the spellbound mindset and how racists want to fit you into a black box that's acceptable to white people, and they use stereotypes like this. I talk in depth about the whole spellbound mindset and how to break out of that mindset in the novel Spellbound. And you can find all of my books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and you can find them at big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you'd like to see me make more videos taking celebrities like Ice Spice to the barbecue, you can send a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, the Beauty Myth. Learn the beauty secrets of the goddess next door in this action-packed Isis series adventure. Get Isis, the Beauty Myth at online booksellers everywhere today.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Dark Incubus. The goddess next door gets enthralled in a romantic entanglement with an evil incubus in this all-new Isis series adventure. Get your copy of Isis, Dark Incubus in paperback and e-readers today. Coming to paperback and e-readers, Esteem, Horror in the Hamptons. The aspiring angel tries to escape a house of horrors in this all-new Esteem series adventure. Pre-order your copy of Esteem, Horror in the Hamptons in digital format at Amazon.com, Google Play, Draft to Digital, and other digital booksellers, or pick up your paperback copy on May 24th. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.